the kanji card is the center of the Kanjideck. I have got 3 samples, one from the GLPT5, GLPT4, and GLPT3, but we're going to look at this one first. So at the center, there's the kanji. Highlighted in the color of the deck, there's the radical. It helps you distinguish the different components that make up the kanji. At the bottom, there's an ordering number, which helps you order the cards in the order that they're best studied from, because the cards are sorted in a way that makes dependencies and certain components appear before the card itself. On the right-hand side, at the bottom, you have the radical in its standalone form, and in the middle, you have the etymological classification, which is a hint that helps you understand where the character may have come from. On the left-hand side, at the top, you have the onyomi reading, in this case, you written in katakana. On the right-hand side, you have tomo, which is the kunyomi reading for this character. There may be more or less depending on the character. See, this small arrow, it points to the most common reading. See, most often, both of the readings will be used, but one may be slightly more used than the other, and so it suffices for the first time to remember just one reading, and the other readings you can learn as you go. You can find more information about how to learn using Kanjideck in the guide. Let's look at another example from the JLPT4 deck. Here we have the card for spacious. We can see on the other side that we have at the center, the character with the radical highlighted in blue to help you distinguish the different components of this character. Here we have the meaning, wide, broad, or spacious. And on the top left, we have the onyomi reading, ko. And on the top right, we have the kunyomi readings. In this case, there are more than one. Here, we have a special notation where we use the dots to highlight the okurigana. What this means is that when you find this character followed by i, it will be read as hiroi, and it will mean spacious. If you find this character followed by maru, it will mean to spread. And if you find this character followed by meru, it will also be read hiro meru. Here you'd find hiro maru, hiroi. Then we have 2 examples. One, which is kodai, means vast, extensive. It combines the character for spacious with the kanji for big. And here we have hiroma, which combines the character for spacious and the character for interval, to mean hall saloon. This is the character kanji number 104. This is the radical in its standalone form, and this is a phonetic character, which means that one of its components determines or hints towards the sound of the character, and the other component hints towards the meaning. Let's look at the last example from the JLPT3 deck. Here we have the character for king. It's read O. There's a single reading, an onyomi reading. Here we have 2 examples. It says Oja to mean king or monarch. It means a king plus a person. Oja, it's a king. And here we have the character for woman followed by the character for king, which means Jo, and it means queen. It is a pictographic character. That means that this character is derived from some pictogram, some image describing the thing that it represents. In this case, perhaps a crown. We can look this up in the Wiktionary, and you can find it easily by following the link that's here in this middle bottom part in the digital version of the deck. Here we have the radical, which is essentially the same as the kanji itself, and here we have the sequence number. Each kanji deck includes a set of reference cards to help you study. The first card includes just some small pointers towards what everything means, and it has on the back some explanations for how to use the deck again. Then you have 2 reference cards for the phonetic alphabets, hiragana and katakana. Third, you have a small reference card to help you conjugate verbs and adjectives. Lastly, there's a set of reference cards to help you space out your studies. With these, you can implement a physical version of spaced repetition.